Hi, Sharon Brennan here, Cottage Lane Stamper. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I wanted to show you how to make a cute little bakery box for a mini cupcake. And here it is, and I have a cupcake all ready to put in the box as soon as we're done with it. So let's get started. We're going to start out with 2 pieces of Whisper White cardstock, and incidentally, Whisper White is going away because the manufacturer is having COVID problems, so we've gone with a different one. It'll be out as soon as it's available. It's going to be called Basic White, and I'm going to bring my paper trimmer in here, and we're going to cut, sorry about that bang, 2 pieces of cardstock that is 6 by 6. So just slide it right up to the edge, and you know that's 6 inches. And turn it in 6. And then we're going to cut another one. 6 by 6. And now we're going to score these all on the 2-inch mark. So we'll slide this over to the 2-inch mark, and I'm going to get my cutting blades out of the way. So 2 inches, and turn it a 1/4 turn, and 2 inches, and 2 inches, and 1 more. And we'll do the same thing for this one. Now, you could make this into a bigger baker box, cupcake box for 4, and I will give you the dimensions for that. The only difference, well, I can tell you right now, is that you would use an 8 by 8 piece of cardstock, but the score lines are still 2 inches, so because that's the height of your cupcake, your mini cupcake, I should say. So now we are going to cut on 2. Oops, I forgot to score that side. Okay, 2 inches. Let's flip this around. Had too many to do and I lost track. There, now we've got on all 4 sides. So we are going to cut up to the score line on one side here. You can see that. There. And on the flip side, we are going to cut out the corner altogether on this. This will be our top. So we're going to cut out the corner. There. And cut out this corner. And we are going to create a little window here in our top. So I have one of the circles from the layering circles, and I'm going to use the scalloped one because I think it gives it a little bit more a fancier look, should we say. I'm going to go die cut that, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We're going to burnish our score lines, so gives it a nice sharp look. And these boxes are so cute, and they look just like little bakery boxes, I think. So we're going to do that. Okay, the next thing we're going to need is a piece of window sheet, and this is actually just a hair less than 2 inches square, so like 1 15/16 of an inch on each side. So I'm going to bring in my silicone mat here, and my Stampin' Seal, and just run a thin edge, gotta take the cover off, along the edge here. Let's get this started. I don't know if I got it all the way there. I'm at this angle, I can't really see if my tape is working or not. It's getting the whole thing. Oh, I think I got it. And I have a little bit curled over the edge, so I'm just going to roll that back with my finger because we don't want that on the front of the box. And then we're going to take our window sheet and place it right inside that little square. Voila! Just like a bakery box, isn't it? So this is what our piece will look like. That is the top. And now we're going to take our other piece. Let me get this out of here. And we're going to burnish these score lines all the way around. Looks like I got a little something, a little adhesive on there, it looks like. It's on the flap, so it'll be covered. So we're going to cut along the edges here and here on all four corners. All the way up. And I love the Whisper White because it makes it look like a real bakery box. I used to work in a bakery, so I kind of know what they look like a little bit. And now we're going to put some adhesive on here, so we're going to put this together like this. So we're putting adhesive on here and here. I can get it going. Normally I don't use like my Stampin' Seal. I don't have the Stampin' Seal Plus. At least I don't remember buying it anyway. I should actually look. So then, got a little bit of stick. So this is going to form the sides of our box. So just square that up like that, and like that. So it looks like that. And then we are going to take the top piece, and this is going to go on like this. So we're going to get some more Stampin' Seal, and we're going to square this up with the back of it. I'm going to go like this because I think it might work a little better for me. Not all the way to the bottom, just not past the bottom, just maybe like a hair's breadth away from the bottom so that it closes nicely. There. And now we will put some Stampin' Seal on these tabs here. And they will go on the inside. Like that. And now these two flaps here, we're just going to make a little bit of an angle cut from here to here to give it that bakery box look. So now we're going to just do our little angle cuts here. There. And there. So now it looks like this. So now we're going to put some adhesive, whatever kind you're using, here. And here, and that will go to the inside like that, and like that, and there we have our little bakery box. Isn't that adorable? I'm going to do one more thing. I'm actually going to take my 3/4 inch circle punch and go in center it between the sides and go in about a half a circle just for a little thumb hole. There, it's going through 3 layers there, which I'm not supposed to do, but that will give you something to hold on to when you open up the top like this. So there's our cute little baker's box. Now, when you're putting food in here, whether it be cookies or a mini muffin or whatever, they all have oil in them. And so you want to make sure that you line the inside of your box with some parchment paper or wax paper, something like that. So let's see here. I've got a couple pieces of parchment paper that I just cut, and I'm just going to tuck these in the inside there, just to keep the sides. I guess I could have made these a little bit longer. I've got some extra here, so I'm just going to cut it in a couple of 2-inch strips, maybe just a hair less than 2 inches. And you can put this in however you want. I'm thinking this might be the easiest for me right now. There. And we're going to just, these are strips I just cut. And I could have scored them, but I'm just going to tuck them in there like that, and that'll protect the sides of the cardstock from the frosting or whatever it is. So I have that, and then I have a little doily, one of our beautiful little vellum doilies that we have, and I'm going to see if I can cut out. I'm just going to cut a quarter of it maybe and put in the bottom. I'm going to cut it in half. Just give it a little extra sweet touch. Oh, the box tipped over. Just set that on the bottom there. We'll dress it up a little bit. And then I have our cupcake, but before I put it in there, I want to make it a tag. I'm actually going to be using some ribbon. It's in the annual catalog. It's the gingham ribbon, and it's in Bumblebee, and I thought that would be really cute with the baker box. It's kind of a home-looking look. So then we use about 20 inches. And we're going to set that aside right now, and I'm going to make a little bit of a tag. So I have some some DSP from the, let's see what it's called, Flowers for Every Season DSP, because it's Bumblebee. And then there is a pattern on the other side. So I've actually adhered a piece of Whisper White, and this is about 1 inch by 2 inches. And I'm going to use my Banner's Pick-a-Punch, and I'm going to slide it way to the top. And I should have a post-it note on here because it's not long enough. There. Let me grab a post-it note here. I'm just going to cut off a small piece of this. And this will help me hold on to my cardstock. So I'm going to slide this in here. And I'm going to turn it upside down. Don't remember which one I've got it in because I'm going to do both ends. So I'm just kind of lining it up there. I just want a little bit of a point at the end. I'm not cutting off a whole lot. And now I'll flip it around to the other end and do the same thing. Yep, this one. Oh, a sticky end on the other end, Sharon. There you go. Now you got it. And when you cut your cardstock for using the banners, I'm on the wrong side again. I do this one. Is that right? I don't know which one I did. I'm doing this one. All right. I turn it over and then I forget which one I've got it in. So there. I don't want the same end on both ends, so Ah, that was a lot of work, let me tell you. So I'm going to make a little bit of a pencil mark here because I'm going to make a tiny little hole to thread some baker's twine through. Now this is not a Stampin' Up! Thing, I've had this thing for years, but it's just a tiny, it makes just the tiniest little hole, like that. So you could also use your paper piercing mat and poke a hole through it with your paper piercing tool or your take a pick tool. And then I have a floss threader. I don't know if you've seen these. These in the store, and I use them for threading through small holes. So I'm going to stick this through that little hole there, and then I'm going to take a piece of white baker's twine and cut off, I don't know, maybe about 6 inches. Get rid of some of this stuff here. And then what I do is I just lay it through that loop and pull it through. Easy as pie. And then we'll just take a little, put a little knot in it. And I'm not very good at doing these knots, even when I'm not on camera. So that didn't do too bad. I'm just cut off the end. The tag here, and I'm just going to take a piece of scrap Whisper White and some early espresso ink. And I'm just going to, this is a stamp from Itty Bitty Christmas. And it says, "Oh, what yum." And I'm just going to take my 3/4 inch circle punch and punch that out. And let it fly where I can't find it. And put that on there like that. I wonder if I'm going to take my 1-inch circle punch. I want to give it a little bit more dimension and just a scrap of some early espresso and put that behind it. Yeah, I like that better. So we're just going to put some adhesive on there and a little bit more. Get this going here. Put that right there. And then I have these little, these are coming out in the January to June 2021 mini catalog. And they're ice cream corner sprinkles. And they're just adorable. They're just like the sprinkles you would put on a cake. And they're just tiny. I don't know if you can see those. Let's see if I can put one in my, put it in the cup here. But they're just flat little discs. And I'm going to take some mini glue dots and my paper piercer or my scissors, whichever I can find. My desk gets to be, here it is. I like my paper piercing tool. They've discontinued these, but I use it a lot. And I'm just going to put a couple little sprinkles on here. There and there. Now I'll take my take a pick tool and just pick out a couple. And I'm going to bring the cupcake in here. Here's our little cupcake. And it's got some of the same colors. So I'm going to do, is there orange? I'm going to do purple. Or no, that's yellow. I thought I had purple. And a purple. And a blue. Isn't that cute? I'll take the yellow off. I'm going, because it's kind of lost, I'm going to do the red one. Hello, red. There you are. Aren't they adorable? They actually look like what's on the cupcake itself. So, now we will put this little baby in this little box. in here. Close her up. And it's just, it fits in there perfectly. Isn't that cute? I do like that scalloped window around there. And we got one of our little, I was almost going to put this in my mouth. Don't eat them. Keep them away from your kids. Because it looks just like what's, honestly, it looks like what's on the Cupcake. So in all seriousness, you do want to keep those away from your children. You wouldn't want them eating those. I don't think they're toxic or anything, but you just don't want to take the chance. So, and we're going to tie a little ribbon here, and I'm going to slip my tag on here. Maybe. It's kind of hard to hold it down and slip the tag on at the same time. And there it is. I'm going to get that knot out of there. Kind of hide that a little bit. But try to even these up a little bit. Anyway, isn't that adorable? Oh, what yum. So these would make great little gifts, little surprise gifts, and they go together really well. I'll have a PDF on my Facebook group page, Cottage Lane Stamper and Friends. And the instructions and dimensions will be on my my blog. So anyway, thanks for stopping in. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye.